So I want to talk today about using AI for content creation for your business. I'm sure this is a topic that you would have come across. It's widely discussed, and different people have different opinions. I want to look at this from a first principles foundational perspective. So doing research on the internet is a part of most human writers' process. And using AI for this research makes a whole lot of sense because it's much more powerful, right, in terms of the access to the information it has. Now, there are limitations in terms of using AI for this research. For example, GPT-4, the language model for GPT-4 is trained only on information until September 2021, right? So given these limitations, still, it makes a lot of sense to use AI as part of that initial research that you would do as part of your writing process. Now, AI-based writing tools have existed for some time, but what has happened recently within the last couple of months is that these tools have really improved significantly in order of magnitude, right? So in the past, there were certain use cases where using these tools made sense, but now the ways that you can use these tools are much broader, right? So it makes sense to consider them. The other key thing to keep in mind is that at the end of the day, what humans and search engines are looking for in terms of content that a business creates, is it original? Is it quality content that really adds value, right? It doesn't really matter whether the content is created through AI or a human or a combination. I mean, even if the content is created fully by a human, if it is content, if it is crappy content that is not original, that doesn't add value, then it's not good. Humans don't like it, and search engines also will penalize that content. And this is the original stance even from search engines like Google. Danny Sullivan, who is the public liaison for search at Google, had this same point of view that he put forward in Twitter. So what does all of this mean, right? So right now, disregarding AI for doing that initial research and even writing some of that initial content as part of your content creation process for your business is basically going to make you not competitive, right? So you totally need to consider that. But at the same time, you can't take the content that is created by AI and just put it on your site, right? You need a human writer who is going to improve the content, who is going to fact check it, right? Who is going to customize it and build trust by putting personal stories, putting reference links, and making sure that there's an appropriate tone, right? So a human writer would improve that content. And then also, we want to make sure that we are using some kind of AI detection tool to check that the content pass validation, right? When you follow the process that we outlined at a very high level, you don't have to worry about the content being penalized, but still it makes sense to run the content through this AI detection tools so that it passes. So in summary, at this point, in terms of content creation for your business, strongly consider using AI tools for some of that initial research and creating some of the initial content, and then use a human writer to make sure that the content is high quality, it is personalized, and it really adds value, and make sure that the content also passes some of the AI detection tools. I believe that this is going to be how you can create good, valuable content for your business and be competitive.